Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekakwadash. In English, that would mean all praise to the Most High, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone, GMS for short, where I'm learning this 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that scattered to all four corners of the earth. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, that also believe in this 100% truth. Matthews 28 and 19 tell us to go therefore teaching all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Yahweh, and in the name of the Son, Yahweh Shah, and in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. So that's what we're supposed to be doing, going to spread this word. And that's what we are doing. We don't care about what's going on. So we still talking about the hard times that's about to be happening. It's about to be a lot of different things happening. Like I named some things yesterday, but if you too caught up in what's going on, like the little shit they just let happen, Freak Out just got acquitted of all his charges. Did he? So that's going to, catch the minds of a lot of our people. They're not going to be paying attention to the real things going on. They're going to get caught up in that. We don't give a damn. All that wicked shit that he in there doing and he get acquitted. Because he knows some other stuff. He knows some stuff that a lot of them top banking families and shit, they don't want that information to come out. So they just let it slide. But the Lord ain't playing that. The Lord ain't playing that. He ain't playing that. Matter of fact, Proverbs 11 and 21 says, be assured, an evil person will not go unpunished, but the offsprings of the righteous will be delivered. So anybody that's doing wickedness, they will be punished. You might not see them get punished yet, but they're going to be punished. The Lord could take him out. Or he could wait and let a missile take him out. Or whatever he do. But he ain't going to get away with all that shit. Even if he get away with it on here, where the wicked is ruling, he ain't going to get away with it. The Lord is going to punish everybody that's wicked. Everybody. Nobody will get away. Nobody. So it's about to be some hard ass times, like I said. And for us, the Lord talked about Michael the Archangel had to come down here and help us. Things is gonna get so bad. But you will have to believe and have faith and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to believe that their angels are real. So Daniel 12 and 1, it says, at that time, Michael, the great archangel who protects your people, will arise. There will be a time of distress, of pain, such as has not happened from the beginning of the nations until then. But at that time, your people, everyone whose name is found written in the book of life, will be delivered. So if your name is not written in the book of life, you will not be delivered. I know your pastor told you to, oh, Jesus is going to save everybody. Mm-mm. He ain't gonna save everybody. Sorry. Sorry. Your name ain't written in the book of life. You're not gonna be saved. So hate to bust your bubble there, but you will not be saved. And definitely there will be some hard times, Jacob's troubles. Because you got some camp members that'll tell the people that Jacob's trouble is not gonna happen. You got some people that, you know, don't even believe nothing in the Bible. But it's all through the Bible. All the things that happened back then are gonna be the same things happening now. Except for it's gonna be worse because it said there's not gonna be a time like it is now. It ain't gonna be no time like that from back then to now. It ain't gonna be a time like this. So that's gonna be some crazy ass shit happening. No matter what you think. You know, just because you think that stuff ain't gonna happen don't mean it's not gonna happen. Shit, look at all these prophecies coming to pass already. You didn't believe this stuff was gonna happen, but it's happening. It's happening. It's happening, man. So Jeremiah 30:7 says, how awful that day will be. It says, no other will be like it. It will be a time of trouble for Jacob. Which, when you talking about Jacob, that's not just like the southern kingdom, just like Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. No. Jacob had 12 sons. So a time of trouble for Jacob means all 12 of the tribes. So the northern and the southern kingdom tribes is going to be trouble for both, not just one. So it's going to be trouble for both of those. So it says, but he will be saved out of it. But that's the elect. The elect of the king of the nations, the Israelites, will be saved. Not everybody. Not everybody. Jeremiah 51:24 says, and I will repay Babylon and the people of Babylonia for all the wrong they have done to my people in Jerusalem, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They gonna get it's gonna happen. And guess what? Babylon, ancient Babylon is America. So all the wickedness that you're doing, you're gonna get paid back for it. You gotta think they are finding people that's coming up out that water that's shackled, got their hands and feet shackled together in chains. So they beating them up, shackling them up, and then throwing them in the water. You gonna pay for that. All them babies that you fed to the alligators and shit, throwing people over the board, you gonna pay for that. All them slicing up and all that shit, you gonna pay for that. Nothing will go unpunished. Even our wicked people, they gonna pay for that. The people that's in Israel that's wicked, they gonna pay for that. No wickedness will go unpunished. So we know that the shit about to start happening though. Second Ezra 16, and I'm gonna start at 68. And 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. And we're not supposed to accept things that's offered to idols, especially if you know. But a lot of our people gonna accept it. A lot of our people are going to fall for the trap. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach and trodden under feet. They're going to treat you like a fucking slave. Like, as soon as you think you about to get some power and stuff because you accepted whatever they told you to accept, they're going to treat you like a piece of shit. 70 says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Everybody don't fear the Lord, so this ain't coming to everybody. Now, it's going to affect everybody, but it's really focused on the ones that fear the Lord, which is the elect. Because 2/3 of our people don't fear the Lord, so they're going to be destroyed. It says 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. See, that's their main focus, to get the ones that fear the Lord, the elect. 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. All trouble is about to come. Guess what? Trump is passing laws where they can come in your house and just take whatever they want. They're going to be able to kick you out your house. They're going to be able to do little shit, probably start a fire right near your shit and make you evacuate and shit like, man, listen. If they want to get you out, they're going to get you out. Hard times is coming. And guess what? All that food you stacked up and saved, you had to run. So you don't got that. All that money you saved up, you ain't got that. All that water you saved up, you ain't got that. You on the run. That fire just came out of nowhere. You ain't going to think, well, let me grab all of this stuff. And no, you're going to grab your kids, and some people might grab their pets, and they're going to run. You ain't got time to be looking and digging this up and putting in this. And no, man. You're going to be trying to get to safety. That's it. You ain't going to be thinking about that other stuff. Now, when you get going, you're going to be like, damn, I left this, I left that, I left that. Yeah, see? You should have put all your faith and trust into Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Not into no worldly shit. When trouble hit, a lot of people going to see that when they put their faith and trust into this government, into this religious system, into this military and shit like that, it ain't going to help them. It ain't going to help. It's not going to help. So Hebrews 12 and 6. It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chastises. Chasten. And scourges every son whom he receiveth. So let me get that in the NLT. For the Lord disciplined those he loved, and he punishes each one he accepts as his child. It says 7, as you endure the divine discipline, remember that Yahweh is treating you as his own children. Whoever had a child, whoever heard of a child who is never disciplined by his father. So this is part of the punishment that's going to be happening. He used the other nations to punish us because we went off, man. So 8 says, if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai doesn't discipline you as he does all of his children, it means that you are illegitimate and are not really his children at all. So, if you receiving this trouble and going through things, that's the Lord dealing with you. He ain't doing that with everybody. A lot of people still feel like they ain't getting in no trouble. They doing whatever. Everything is still coming how it's coming in. You know, they gonna keep living how they living. Well, pretty soon, all that shit gonna come to an end. It's gonna be a lot of trouble, and people gonna wish, damn, we should have listened to them people. They was telling us the truth. We just didn't want to hear it. We didn't want to make changes to our life. And you won't wish you did. Precept, Hebrews 10 and, so like in Hebrews 2 and 10, it says, Yahweh, for whom and through whom everything was made, choose to bring many children into glory. And it was only right that he should make Yahushua, through his suffering, a perfect leader, fit to bring them into their salvation. So the Lord Yahushua had to suffer. We gonna have to suffer. It tells you to pick up your cross and bear, and you gotta pick up your cross and walk too. He had to pick up his cross and walk. We gotta pick up the cross and walk too. So guess what? If we bear the troubles that he went through, then we will be blessed with the things that he will be blessed with. So we are going to have to go through some troubles. We're going to have to go through some troubles, man. But you know, a lot of our people feel like, shit, that ain't gonna be me, shit. I got money, I got this, I got a great job. Pretty soon people gonna lose their jobs. It's a lot of jobs lost this year. Matter of fact. Published July 2nd, 2025. U.S.-based employers announced 47,999 jobs cut in June. So it's still happening. The private sector lost 33,000 jobs in June. It's happening, man. It was one company that laid off 9,000 people. Yeah, that's what I meant. Here we go. Microsoft cuts another 4% of its workforce, about 9,000 jobs. See, people that got them good ass jobs too, they losing them. Microsoft is laying off as many as 9,000 employers. Activision, Blizzard, and Xbox employees. This 6 days ago, 18,000 workers are fired from Google. No more tech jobs. They about to be letting these robots do everything. America job crisis deepens. Layoffs surge 80%. It's happening, man. It's happening. 4 hours ago, more than 58,000 confirmed cuts. More than 76,000 employee buyouts and more than 149 other planned reduction. Hey, listen, it's about to get worse. All them good ass jobs and shit. People about to be out here on these streets. You trusted in that job. You trusted in that schooling. You trusted in that religious system. You trusted in all. You ain't trusting Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. You gonna wish you did. You're going to wish you did. But we know that we got to keep it going to the end, because the things that we're going through now will not compare to the things that we're going to get in the end. So it's important that we endure to the end and don't talk no bad shit about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Don't fix it in your head to say nothing negative. Just deal with it. So Romans 8:18 says, "For I consider that the suffering of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us." But the suffering of this present time, we're going to be suffering. So get your mind ready for that shit. You might see some families not eating. You might see some little kids getting skinny as fuck. That's part of life. Shit, you might not eat for 3 or 4 days. That's part of life. But don't go talking shit and murmuring like they did in the wilderness, because he destroyed a lot of them. He don't like that shit. You're going to deal with what's got to happen. It's going to happen anyway. So why not keep just rolling with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah? Because the people that was rolling with him, he said, "My people shall eat, the others shall go hungry. My people shall drink, the other people shall go thirsty." I want to be part of the people that's going to eat and drink. But they still going to go hungry a little bit. We all going to probably go through some shit like that. Get your mind ready for it. So a precept to Romans 8:18, 1 Peter 4:13, it says, "Instead, be very glad, for these trials make you partners with Yahushua in his suffering, so that you will have the wonderful joy of seeing his glory when it is revealed to all the world." So his glory will be our glory if we suffer and shit like he did. We will be a part of all the things that he get rewarded with. We'll get the same thing. But if you ain't suffering and shit, you ain't gonna get the same stuff. You're gonna be destroyed, man. Romans 5:3 says, "Not only that, but we rejoice in our sufferings." So shit about to get rough. You're going to be suffering. It ain't gonna be easy. "Knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces and endurance produces character, and character produces hope, and hope does not put us to shame." Because the things that we hope for is gonna happen. We hoping for a new heaven and a new life, a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what it talks about in 2 Peter 3:13. We can't wait. We hoping and praying that Yahweh shall come. Yeah. Guess what? The things that we hoping for is not gonna put us to shame, because it's gonna come to pass. It's gonna come to pass. But shit definitely about to get real though, man. Hard times are coming. So Revelations 12:12 says, "Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens." Who live in the higher places? Who's the top billionaires, the top banking families and all? The so-called white man, Esau. It says, "And you who live in the heavens, rejoice. But terror will come upon the earth and the sea from the devil, for the devil has come down to you in great wrath," the great anger, "knowing that he has a little time." So let's look at great wrath. Let's put a look at wrath. Thomas.
Strong's G 2372. Thumas. Thumas.
Wrath. Fierceness. Indignation. Passion, anger, heat, anger, forthwith boiling up and soon subsiding again, and flaming. It says wrath. So it's about to get serious. He know he got a short time, so he gonna do everything in his power to, you know, put this wrath on the people, man. So it's coming. So that's why we tell our people, hey, get ready, because it's about to come. We already see all this stuff starting to happen. So, hey, listen, you better get close to the Lord while we still can. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, not God and Jesus and Allah and Buddha and not them. Not them. Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. That's it. Hey, get your minds ready for shit that's about to be happening, man. So, because it's about to get real. It's already getting real. They already deporting all the people. They're going to start deporting the Southern Kingdom soon. So that's the Negroes, the Jamaicans, and the Haitians. Oh, man, it's about to get real, real, real out here, man. It's already getting there, but it's only going to get worse before it get better. So, Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. In English, that will mean all praise to the Most High, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone, where I'm learning this 100% truth, GMS for short. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that scattered to all four corners of the earth. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, that believe in this 100% truth. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Shalom.